What's good, y'all? Frank Martin. Frank Martin steps to William Zepada after William Zepada on Saturday comes up with a second round knockout of Arboleta. And William Zepeda looked it good in this fight. It was only a round and a half. He got rid of him in the second. And William Zepeda, he displayed, some good body work. He knocked Arboleta down with like four times with straight body shots. William Zepeda, he is a real good fighter. He's one of the top contenders at 135. I think he's in the WBA rankings. I forgot which ranking system he's in, but Frank Martin, I think is number one in the WBA right now. So this would be a good contender versus contender match. Frank Martin actually showed up to the fight. He's trying to put pressure on William Zepeda. William Zepeda turned down the fight with Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if it was him or Oscar De La Hoya, but that fight was turned down. So I'm not really sure. Will William Zepeda get in there with Frank Martin? PBC and Showtime, they just showed that they'll cross the street and do work with each other. They just did Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. But, this fight here, economically, it wouldn't be on that level. Maybe that wouldn't, that would make the networks not want to work with each other. That's why I think it's a low chance. But these two are contenders. They can be ordered to fight by the sanctioning body that they're in. I know Frank's in the WBA, so maybe they could order the fight to get a for sure next mandatory for Tank. You know, Tank got the WBA regular. They that'll just be a real good positioning fight. I don't think they'll get a title shot next because Haney's undisputed. He's fighting Lomachenko. And Tank, ain't no telling what he's gonna do next. It does make logical sense for Tank to fight Frank Martin next because Frank Martin is his mandatory and they on the same side of the street, you know. But if I was Earl Spence, Frank Martin is signed to Earl Spence. Maybe Earl should call Oscar. Earl, see, yeah, that's might be a block right there because Earl, he had problems with Oscar, in his own fighting career. And he said that Oscar don't look out for black fighters like that. He publicly, said shit about Oscar. Maybe they wouldn't want to deal with each other like that. Or maybe Al Heyman can get a deal done with Oscar De La Hoya like he just did with this Tank fight. But Zepeda and Frank Martin, you know, that'll be a good fight in the ring. William Zepeda, he has a great, punch output. You know what I mean? Southpaw versus Southpaw with Frank Martin, you know. But I have to favor Martin a little bit. I think Martin can handle Zepeda's pressure. Martin, he'll probably catch Zepeda coming in. He probably could knock Zepeda down once or twice. But it'll be a competitive fight. Zepeda would win some rounds in that fight with his activity if Martin don't get his timing down fast enough. But we'll see. This fight here, low chance, but it could happen.